職場で麻薬を売って逮捕されるなんて、これ以上の最悪な状況があるだろうか。まるでこのショッピングモールの従業員のようにアルコールを売っていた場合は特にね。
What up, Patrick? Yeah, take the picture and behind your back.
We got complaints of you selling mushrooms, weed. Like, how big of a clientele do you have?
Not much, or all seem to be adults to me. That's why I'm very confused.
フロリダ州ジェンセンビーチで警察はパトリックという男がザミーズの服屋で麻薬を販売しているという情報を受け取った2人の秘密捜査官が空2回にわたって白紙瓶マッシュルームを購入した。逮捕するための十分な証拠が揃った時、警察はパトリックに忘れられないサプライズを用意した。
How are you, buddy? What up, Patrick? Yeah, take the picture and behind your back. Looks like everything in the set. Where's his black backpack?
What's up?
He's got a black backpack. Is this his?
This one's his.
Where's your black backpack at?
My black backpack?
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. You got it.
バックパックを調べた後、警察は 30mg の白紙瓶マッシュルームを含むプラスチック袋を発見した。サイロシビンは多くのキノコに含まれ、人間の脳に深い影響を与えることがある。最近ではいくつかの州で合法化されたが、フロリダ州はその中には含まれておらず、パトリックのバックパックに入っていたキノコの量は彼を重大な犯罪者にさせることになった。
Nothing else on that. Nothing issues.
You want me to call somebody in?
What's up? I probably would, yeah.
He'll be able to make phone calls too when he gets to the office, alright?
Alright.
Please walk out. Thank you.
Yeah.
ショッピングモールから連行された後、パトリックは待機していた捜査官たちによって取り調べを受けることになった。
What's your name, dude? Patrick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Obviously, we're here because you got yourself in a little bit of a pickle. Alright. Do you have any idea that I don't know if anyone explained anything to you yet or anything?
Nope.
So, months ago, we got complaints of you selling mushrooms, weed, just stuff to not only people coming in and out of the store, but also the juvenile. Okay? Does any of this ring a bell at all?
No.
You don't sell anything? Nothing at all?
No.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna stick with? Alright. So, you had a black bag with you today.
Yes.
Is that your black bag? Do you know what was inside of it?
Yeah.
What was inside of it?
There were mushrooms inside the bag.
Do you use mushrooms?
Yes.
How much mushrooms do you use at a time?
I microdose them usually, but about a gram.
Now, what if I told you that we've been buying from you for a bit? Still, does any of this ring a bell? Like, you've been selling, we've seen you, we've dealt with you.
Okay.
You want me to elaborate, like, refresh your mind a little?
If you want.
It's a little blurry. That's you in the store. That's you during a deal that we did. Okay? Do you have that outfit?
I do, I just got it.
Yeah. So, once again, that's you. We know for a fact you deal.
Okay.
So, do you do it to, like, help yourself with extra money, with financially, or help people out, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I don't do anything bad. Nothing that bad.
And I'm not saying that you're a bad person, dude. We get it, like, hey, you give a little here, take a little there, it's for extra money, right? What I'm trying to understand is, number one, what the actual reason is for you to sell it. I'm not saying you're a bad dude. Like, you know, you don't look like a Pablo Escobar. Like, are you? I mean, I might be confused. Does anyone at the store know that you do it for extra money, or
No.
no one else is involved with it? How much do you sell at a time, dude?
Not much.
Well, what's not much? I mean, you had what? How much did you have with him? Anyone? How much did you have with him?
30 grams.
30 grams. 30 grams. I mean, that's typically how much would you sell that for?
Not much.
It's not much.
$160.
Really? That's a lot for $160. Like, $160 is pretty cheap compared to what I thought an ounce of mushrooms would be.
Partially for the money, but at the same time, mushrooms for a lot of people are medicine and they help a lot of people with a lot of issues, so I don't really need too much money, so.
How much would you get that for that you could sell it for $160?
How much would I get that for? Not much.
What's not much?
50, 60.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're making like $100 profit. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming if you buy it in bulk, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a good deal.
I don't really deal with mushrooms.
No?
No, it's fairly recent that it's been selling much, and clearly this is why.
Yeah. How long have you been working at Zoomies?
A year in November.
Have you been doing it the whole time there?
No.
No? How long have you been selling out of the store?
A month or two.
Okay. Do you see what the issue here is, right? Like, how big of a clientele do you have?
Not much.
Not much?
I don't make that much money.
Okay. Well, the issue obviously still stands that we're here, obviously, so... Yeah.
パトリックは最初容疑を否定していたが、証拠を突きつけられるとすぐに自白しました。約1年間幻覚キノコを売っていたが、ザミーズではまだ数ヶ月しか売っていないと主張した。
Mushrooms for?
Maybe like a year.
So you just started selling in the last 2 months at Zoomies, but you've been selling it for a year overall?
About.
Where do you typically get it from?
Guy.
Like locally, at the mall?
Yeah, an old friend.
Well, you don't seem like a bad dude, man. It's just one of those things where you got caught up. Yeah. How much mushrooms do you think this dude has that you usually get it from?
He has, I'm not sure. He usually has like chocolate bars, but it's mainly weed that I get from him. But I've stocked up a long time ago on mushrooms, so that's why I used to take more myself, but after like a really bad trip, I stopped taking them as much. It was mainly for me at first, just to kind of stock up because they're hard to get.
Yeah. The dude that you get in Port St. Lucie, you said he has bars.
Chocolate bars.
The stuff you had today wasn't chocolate bars.
Oh no, that's what I said. He usually has chocolate bars. I had gotten it a while ago.
So that was from a while ago from that same guy?
Yeah, those are pretty old.
Okay.
パトリックはこれまでのことを全て認めたが、若い子たちに幻覚キノコを故意に売ったことについては何も知らないと否定した。
That's you now. So obviously, not only do people, tourists, whatever, just come in and randomly ask you, and you just kind of give it to them. What about like kids, like juveniles?
Oh no.
You don't deal with juveniles?
I try my best. I mean, I don't ID people, but
Like, because the issue that, like I said, the whole reason this started is because kids are getting banned.
I've never sold mushrooms to any kids.
Well, juveniles, I mean, in the teenage years, I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference.
I mean, like I said, I don't ID, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had anyone tell you that they've had a really bad trip or anything off the stuff you gave them?
No.
Never. But you've had yourself personally.
Well, I took way too many.
How much is way too many?
It was about 14 grams.
You took a whole 14 grams, just ate them?
Well, it's called, I don't want to go in the whole specific.
No, I'm curious. This is me just
It's
learning
called
about.
lemon teching. Basically, if you grind up the mushrooms and put them in lemon juice, which is citric acid reacts to the psilocybin in the mushrooms, which it basically doubles the dose, but it shortens the trip.
Oh.
So where the trip you take 7 grams, the trip might last 8 hours. If you lemon tech 7 grams, you're gonna trip way harder, but it'll only be for like 2-3 hours.
Good.
Yeah.
So what do? Do you like shut everything off and kind of just meditate?
Well, that time I did it. I was in a really bad place at the time, so I did that. I did it in the dark in my bed, and I like time traveled. It was scary. I like partied with demon clown guys and stuff. Yeah. But that's again why I always tell people that you need to weigh it out and you need to know how much you take, because they can do that to you. But like I said before, it does help. I mean, it's obviously mushrooms are starting to be legalized throughout the country. It does help in a therapeutic sense.
No, I've heard that. I've definitely heard that. Where do you have your ounces?
I'd rather not answer that.
Okay, that's fine. So you don't want to say where the rest of it is?
I'd rather not.
Okay. Yeah, we're right to say now. I just want to make sure that it's not laying around where someone can get to it or try it or kid or anything like that.
Nope.
You plans to ever do this again?
To sell and stuff like that?
Yeah.
If I get out of this, no, this is my...
Like you said, unfortunately, what really was I don't want to say bread and butter, because that sounds like a terrible way to put it, but the most unfortunate part about this is that you're getting complaints that kids were getting hold of this, and that kids were buying it.
That's just
and when we say kids, but we mean people under 18 years old. And you know just as well as I do, like, it's hard to see, like, or tell how old somebody is.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like,
very curious about that. That's why I'm very curious about it, because most people, they're all seem to be adults to me. That's why I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Especially the mushrooms I have even when friends of mine ask, because I do have people are 18 and close, I tell them I do not give mushrooms to children.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I'm 62.
62. How long have you been growing a beard?
It's been a while now, 6+ years.
Yeah, 6+ years. How old are you?
I'm 20, turning 20.
20. Okay. So I mean, like when you were in high school, did you have fish flares?
I have a fish flare.
And
no, I
62
definitely
high school,
understand. I definitely understand that.
You probably could have walked into a gas station and like bought beer. You know what I mean?
The funny part is that when I was underage, I never got ID'd, and as soon as I came of age, I got ID'd.
Usually how it happens.
Yeah, it was very.
Well, you know what I mean? Like it's hard.
No, I definitely understand that. I will say, I have been very advocate with anybody who ever asked me that I do not to give mushrooms.
I believe that. I don't believe you.
To anyone, because as somebody who, like I said, tripped too bad, I understand that it could severely mess up your mental state.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we're not saying you specifically went out and saw it.
No, I understand. Listen,
It's just
I
unfortunate.
I did this. I fully understand the ramifications of my choices. I get it. But, however, if I could say one thing, I always made sure that mushrooms never went to kids.
Of course. Of course. No, I understand. Does like your trips, when you go on a trip, it's like always the same, or is it something different each time?
I would say so. That one time was the only time I ever saw anything that wasn't there. All the other times, it's usually just, things are just kind of moving and colors are
Moving, you're like on that 70s show kind of?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you look at your phone and everything's dancing around. It's usually pretty fun until you abuse it to the point where you take way too much. And like I said, I saw like crazy demon clowns and stuff that I time traveled with.
Right, like.
パトリックは2つの重罪で起訴された。麻薬を所持、販売、製造または配布したこと、そして不正な通信機器を使用したことだ。彼の保釈金は12万ドルに設定された。職場で幻覚キノコを販売しているところを見つかったのは非常に悪いことだ。